Or we have to go back through this room first. Keys. Don't get knocked into the lava by those things. It's very easy to. Actually, are we supposed to activate a switch or something up top to get... I'm pretty sure this is just a joy pendant down here. But for sake of completeness, I'm pretty sure you guys want me to get that, right? Yeah, fine, we'll get it, whatever it is. Unless we can't get it if we broke the bridge. But the bridge is magically reassembled. And that dude is still falling off. Poor guy. Oh, hello. How are you today? I'm fine, thanks for asking. Go die now. Now, do we get the treasure chest just for killing them? Yes, we do! I could just as easily kill myself and respawn the room. But I'd rather do this the safe way. Okay, bridge. Anytime you want to fall. There we go. Joy pendant. Yuppers! Joy pendant. I feel so much more happy now that I got to read this dialogue. Well, let's head up to the top again. This is not getting repetitive at all. Can I ride that thing? Yay! Still have one more treasure chart to get. Oh, we have to go all the way up here again. I can't cut this out because you haven't seen me go up this way. You saw me go down. Haven't seen me go up. So there you go. Man, how long have I been at this? Because I've been going non-stop since I did the pick-to-box stuff. I don't know if I sound any different than I did when I started. I hope not. Only an hour and 20 minutes. That surprises me. It feels like I've got making much more progress than I really am? Or am I really making that much progress? So now we get to see what the teleporter pods are used for. Jump on in. And they teleport you to another pot. This one will be the one at the very beginning. Which is nice and convenient. Because they always seem to place an item, one of the treasure charts, at the very beginning of the dungeon that you can't access without the item you get further on in the dungeon. So those pots are very helpful. Like this one over here, we weren't able to get before we had the grappling hook. Badass! And that's our second treasure chart. So always remember to make use of the pots if you're going for 100% because the what is with his eyebrow? Look at that! It's like part of his eyebrow is sitting still while the rest of his face is moving. I don't know if you can tell from the recording or not, but that is a really glitchy eyebrow. So we'll head back. Hopefully this won't take longer than 10 minutes because I need to use the restroom. Always seems to happen at the end of a recording session. I know I'm getting close to the end of a recording session when I need to go to the bathroom. And I don't know how some of these guys can get through like 4 or 5 hour streams or things without having to go to the bathroom. It astounds me. Because I can't get through 1 hour, let alone 4, without going to the bathroom. I mean, every time I've had a stream, I've had to go 2 or 3 different times. Hell, I even named my Caterpie bathroom. Speaking of the Fire Red stream, I don't know when I'm going to start that up again. Did that guy just jump all the way off from the 3rd floor to his death? I don't even know what that was. But I really like drinking water. Because my throat tends to dry out a lot when I'm talking a lot. I don't talk too much. So I'm not used to talking non-stop for an hour and a half. Let's see if we can get a parry attack on this guy and kill him in one shot. There we go! Oh, I missed. I missed again! Come on! I think we can just kill him this way, but this is the boring way to kill him. Although the multiple parry attacks did look pretty cool. Our first Knight's Crest! All who are skilled in the ways of the sword know the value of a crest such as this. But we don't, because we're not skilled, apparently. And I think that's a yellow rupee, so I'm not going to bother with it. And one of these has a fairy, which I'm not going to need, but I'm going to pick one up anyway. Nope, can't catch a joy pendant in a bottle. They won't hand you happiness on a silver platter or in a bottle. This is a fairy. Fairy! There we go. We caught a magic creature in our bottle, and it will do our bidding if we place it to a Z or X. Or, it will replenish our hearts automatically when they run out. Anyway. Boss time! Hooray! Oh my god, spoilers, it's a boss. It's a big door we had to open with a big key, and it's sitting right underneath Valu's tail. Wait, Valu's tail? He looks fine. Nothing's bothering that tail. I don't know why he's so upset. Is the lava erupting under here or something? Oh my god, it's a giant scorpion that spits fire. And believe it or not, this is Gohma! He has the same name as somebody else we've faced before. The parasitic armored arachnid Gohma. Yes, that Gohma. So Valu knows that we're grabbing onto his tail, but hopefully it's a little less painful for him than whatever this guy's doing to him. So we have to crack his armor before we can do him any damage. But this guy really is a breeze. Because we just wait for him to put that stone slab back up. Speaking of which, that does look beautiful, doesn't it? Wait for the tail to come back down. Throw the grappling hook through Gohma's claws somehow. Ow! I took damage! I did not know you could take damage while swinging. I learn something new every day, I guess. So that's 2 hits. And if I was close to a pot, I might have gotten a heart, but I don't really care enough to, because this is a really easy boss. And it's so easy that I can't possibly jinx myself by saying that. It really is that easy. So, grab his tail a 3rd time. Hopefully he doesn't mind, because it's only temporary, buddy. There's 3. Knock the slab down a 3rd time. And his armor is weakened so much that he can't bear the weight of the slab anymore, so he has to break it all off. And now, it's a straight fight from here. So just grab his eye with the grappling hook, slice away. Grab it again. Grab it again, I said. And slice away. And that's it. Probably the easiest Zelda boss you could possibly face. I can think of Kirby bosses that are easier, I can think of Mario bosses that are easier. That's the easiest Zelda boss I can remember. But nonetheless, he has an epic death. Most of the bosses in this game have very funny deaths. Like Gohma's eye just came flying off of his head before it exploded into a heart container. And all of the lava solidifies so we can walk on it. That makes sense too. Looks like tar though. Anyway, you got a heart container and you have more life now! Terrific. So now instead of a warp, we have swirling winds that will magically take us outside of the dungeon. Pretty. So now that we've taken care of what was ailing Valu, he's feeling much happier now, I'd say. Such an epic shot. That really is. Some of the cutscenes in this game just blow me away. They really do. So now they're all the way back at the foot of Dragon Roost.
UniGiant! Well, Prince, come on, don't you have something you want to say?
I heard everything from Medley. UniGiant, thank you so much. I'm sorry I mistrusted you. I hope I can be like you someday, UniGiant.
You will come, Molly. I just know it, right, UniGiant?
My voice is getting scratchy again. So, UniGiant, here. I want you to take this. Giving you the thing I value most will give me the courage to stand up to bad things. You got Din's Pearl! This is the gem the Ritos claim was passed down from the great goddesses themselves. Is that Valoo? What's he trying to say?
The great Valoo is grateful to you.
Oh, hero, thank you. Oh, hero, use the wind god's wind.
Use the wind god's wind? That's what he said, but I don't understand. I wonder what it means. The wind god's wind. I wonder if he's talking about anything has to do with the wind shrine that's through that tunnel that you totally could have gotten before, but you decided not to because you wanted my dialogue to be meaningful. I agree with him. As far as we're concerned, you really are a hero.
Well, I'm going to go and visit Valoo. I'll come back and see you sometime with the best pair of wings ever.
Thanks so much, UniGiant. See you again someday.
Yes, you will, Medley. Yes, you will. But before we can go anywhere, we have to take her advice, as well as the advice of the great Valoo, and travel through that neglected tunnel. We could have done this before we started the dungeon, but I decided not to, because it just didn't make sense and there was no need for us to go here. So, tablet! I forget what this says. Hopefully I'll put a little annotation of what that says. But you can see the notes that we have to play. And this is our first song. Up, left, right. Up, left, right. I can't make up lyrics for this because there are tuned a few notes. This song rocks. How's that? You learn the wind's requiem! And magically change the direction of the wind. How convenient for sailing! Whoa! Frog dude!
Yup, that's a mighty fine breeze.
Hello.
The name's Ziphos, the god of the winds. So you're the new Wind Waker, are you?
Wind Waker?
Great, great. For a beginner, you've got a nice wind sense about you. I like you, kid. That tune you just picked up, well, it gives you control over the direction the wind blows. Depending on how it's used, wind can be a good thing or a very bad thing. You want an example of it being a bad thing? Then you should go see my brother. It saddens me to say that my brother Cyclos is miffled about the monument here being broken, and now he spends his time creating cyclones to torment people with. So if you encounter any cyclones at sea, just ask my brother for me, will you? And that is my request for you.
So off he goes into the distance. We have our Wind's Requiem, we have Din's Pearl in hand, and we have everything we need to set sail for the next dungeon. In the next part of the playthrough. And I'm sure I've gone through like 5 or 6 in saying that, but although we could do the little post office thing. You know what? Let's help this dude out a little bit before we go anywhere. You can just climb up the boxes here, buddy. You're aware that the boxes are there to be climbed up, right? Okay, so we can do stuff about that dude, and we could play the little post box game up there and earn some rupees, but I don't want them to be for nothing. So I'm going to wait until I actually spend a few before we do any of that. And before we start sailing off, I'm going to call it quits, because I've been at this for too long and I really need to use the bathroom. So in the next part of the playthrough, we are going to be sailing to the south. And we will head over to the Forest Haven. Until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.